Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you a site that I came across today, and the site is called Pixabay, Pixabay, Pixabay.com. And I know a lot of times you're asking about free images. Where can I find free images to use without having to pay for them? So this is another site. I've shared plenty of sites with you, but this is another one that you can actually use. So right now I know there's like a lot of Black Lives Matter um, crafts going around with those images and with the fist for, like power to the people type things. So I just wanted to show you how you can find some images here and on pixabay.com and then use them in Cricut Design Space. So you have this area here to search for images, vectors, and videos. And I would highly recommend vectors when you're searching. So I'm going to put in power to the people and see what happens here. All right, so on the right, it says images, but when you click the little drop down arrow, you want to select vector graphics. Okay, now I would caution you that if you select anything from here, then it comes with the price. Okay, so they're giving you a coupon. But if you scroll down here, these are your free images that you could actually use. Okay, so you could look down in here and see if you see anything. And if you don't see anything, then you have the little scroll here over to your right if there's additional images out there. You could also do, let's go Black Lives Matter and see if we find anything. Okay, that's not a good one. Let's go. So you may have to do a little bit of a search just to see if you find what you're looking for or something that you can work with. When I put in fist, look at all the different images that come up. So for those of you that actually paid for some of these fist on other sites, and then it's 2 pages out here, so you can actually use that to scroll over to see what else you might find out here. And then we're going to go back and scroll to the left to where we were. So like this image here, you can utilize these images and then turn them around to make them your own. Okay, it's a nice one there. Here's one very colorful. Okay, so this is one place that you can come. So what you would do is, let's say that you like this image, you want to use that image. So you just click on it, and then it tells you here it's a free download. Okay, so you would do a free download, and then it gives you options. Do you want a PNG? What size do you want your PNG? The 921 by 1280 is pretty good. So I'm going to hit download. And it's going to say, as a registered user, no CAPTCHA is presented to you. So we're just going to say we're not a robot and download. Now, if you want to donate to the author for being able to utilize this graphic, then you can do so by donating here. But what's going to happen is your file is going to populate here in the bottom left corner, kind of like it does with your SVG files when you need to extract it. The only thing here is you don't have to worry about extracting because it comes up in a PNG or maybe a JPG. But this one is a PNG, so I'm just going to click on it. And there's my image. All I need to do is put it on my computer, so I just right-click and save as. And I'm just going to put it on my desktop under fist and hit save. Now, I've already tried this before, so I'm just going to show you that just X out and you're still there. But let's say that you're looking for a female image. I don't know why my screen wants to keep coming up on my record thing here. But you just type in female, look for any vector graphics that you may be able to use. Okay. And then when I get to the very bottom, there's 27 pages out here of different type of vector graphics that you would be able to use for free. Now, this is personal use, guys. I'm not talking about commercially. How many of us have seen this image and how many of you have paid for it? Because I know I didn't. But you could do that. And then let's say lips. You know, lips are a big thing now. So click on that and you got all different types of lips out here that you could utilize. I'm scared to click on that. Adult content, don't think though. All right, so anyway, and then this one has 2 pages. So always look down to the right to see if there's additional images, or you could hit next page here. But there's some images out there that you can play with when it comes to the lips. All righty. So I just wanted to show you how you can use Pixabay. Now, if you don't want a vector graphic and you want an actual image, all you have to do is just select photos, and it's going to give you whatever photos they have out there. If you want a photo, a realistic picture instead of a vector graphic, you can find those out here as well. Okay. So now when I go into Cricut Design Space and I click on upload, and you're going to see the fist already because I've already uploaded it, but you just click upload, browse, and then you just find it on your desktop or wherever you saved it. So I'm just going to type in fist, and there it is. So I click it, open, there's your image. Okay. Now, right now, this will be used as a print and cut and not vinyl, but I'm going to show you how you can use it to recreate with vinyl. So we're going to hit complex here and then continue. And when you get here, all you have to do is, right now there's no background to this image, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm just going to click this little crosshair. I'm going to click in the red area to get rid of the red area, and then I'm going to click to get rid of this heart, okay? Then I'm going to go and get an eraser so that I can go around and get rid of the heart altogether. Okay, so now I would be able to continue. I'm going to say this is fist, black, part 1. It's very important that you save the name of your images. And instead of saving it as a print and cut, I'm going to save it as a cut image. Okay, so I select the right side. I know it's selected because it's highlighted in green here or outlined in green. And then I'm going to hit save. Now the image is in my Cricut Design Space. Under my images, I'm going to hit insert images in the bottom right corner. And I can now change this to whatever color I want to change it to. Okay. And the good thing about it is I can also go back into upload, locate the image again. You don't want to select it from where you just got it from. You have to go back to on your file because you want to bring it in again. And I'm going to open here, select complex and continue. And this time I'm going to keep the red, but I'm going to get rid of the black. And I'm also going to get rid of the heart. Okay, so now I have the red and I'm going to hit continue. And all I did was just click to get rid of the background and the black. The black background was already removed, but I just wanted to get rid of the black. You only want one color functioning or displayed. So I'm going to hit continue. And again, do not select the one on the left, which we normally would. We're going to select save as a cut image. You know it's selected because it's bordered in green. And then this one, we're going to change the name to fist, black, or just red. We're going to say red. Fist red too. Okay, just give it a name. Make sure you name it. And then save. And now you have that outline of the fist, and you can insert that. And you can make that whatever color you want to make it. And don't forget you have your advanced functionality down here where you can play around with different colors. Okay. And now you have the border or the outline of that particular fist, just like that. Let's go there. There we go. All right, so now we have the inside of the hand, we have the outside of the hand, and now we're going to go back and get the heart. So that's the area here, unless you're putting this on a t-shirt and you say, you know what, I want the heart to be whatever color my t-shirt is. So if your t-shirt was black and I send this to the back, you can see that the heart would now take on whatever color the t-shirt is, okay? But if you wanted that heart to be whatever color you wanted that heart to be, let's say you want it to be red or what have you, then what you can do is then go back and I'm just going to delete this. I just wanted to show you. But what you can do now is go back to upload, follow the same process that we followed before, and locate your image. It's on my desktop. And there it is. Open and complex. Continue. And this time we're going to remove everything except for the heart. So we're using those crosshairs. Now this one is going to be a little bit tricky because you can see there's some lines in here. So what we're going to do is click on this eraser here on the top left side, and I'm going to make that eraser as big as I can get it. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just go around, and wherever I see those little bitty dots to indicate where my black was, I'm just going to remove them. Now, if you accidentally erase something that you did not mean to erase, you do have an undo button here, okay? And if you can't really see it that well, guys, you also have a zoom in functionality, so you can zoom in. So now when I zoom in, you can see those lines really, really good, okay? So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking a PNG that I would normally use as a print and cut project, and I'm turning it into a cut project where I can use vinyl instead of t-shirt transfer paper or printable vinyl or sticker paper, cardstock, what have you, anything that you would use in a file like that. So let's say I hit here by accident and I'm like, oh dang, I messed up. Just go up here to undo. Okay. So at this point we can click continue. Everything looks good. I don't see any marks. We're going to select the right hand side again, and this time I'm going to say fist heart. That's going to trigger me that that's the heart and the third part of my fist. So now I'm going to hit save. There is the heart. Insert image, and now we have our heart. Okay, and the good thing again is you can make that heart whatever color you want to make it. I'm just playing around with colors. All right, so there is your image. And so now all you have to do is just make sure that you group it and then flatten here on the bottom right side. Group and flatten. Okay. And that's if you want to use it as a print and cut with changing colors. If not, then I'm going to undo it and you just don't flatten. I mean, yeah, you just don't flatten. You would only group it. All right, but it's going to give you the option to have multiple colors. And the only reason this is giving me an alert is not because it's outside of the print cut, it's outside of my mat size. So my mat is a 12 by 12, so I can't go larger than a 12 by 12. So all I would do is just do an 11.5 here, and it's going to require me to change my image size on the other, and that's fine, but don't freak out. All right, so now our alerts are gone. we're within the sizing that we could use for. I'm going to unlock this so that I can make it an 11.5 if I wanted to. Okay, there we go. And it looks a little wonky to me, so I'm just going to drag it in just a little bit. That's better. All right, so now I have my image at a 9.972 and the height is a 11.986. So it's still within a 12 by 12, so I don't have any issues here. And then when I click on make it, it's going to be 3 separate mats. You have the mat for your heart, you have the mat for the outside of your fist, and then the mat for the inside of your fist. Okay. So what a lot of people will do is a lot of people are going over to Silhouette Studio to do this and then, uploading the SVG into Cricut Design Space. Guys, there's no reason to have to learn both softwares to do that because you can do it right here in Cricut Design Space and get the same functionality. We just turned a print and cut image into an SVG right in Cricut Design Space so we can change the colors, we can make it larger. If I had a 24 by 24 mat, then I could put in the 24 by 24 mat and I wouldn't have any size limitations on my cut. The only reason I have a size limitation on this cut is because my mat is a 12 by 12, okay? So it's giving you this message here. At least one of your images is larger than the 11 by 5. So all you do is just click cancel and you want to kind of bring it in a little bit so you have no issues. Now when you click it on make it, everything is good. Okay, so this is a project that would call for layering, and it looks like I did miss one little black dot. I can see it here, but I could always go back to cancel, and then I would take I'm gonna ungroup this, and I'm gonna take that heart, and there's that little dot, and I'm just gonna use the slice functionality. I'm just gonna put a little circle on it, just like that, and then I'm gonna slice. Now I can delete that, and I can delete this, and delete that. And now I don't have any issues with my heart. I don't have any issues with my heart. That sounded crazy, didn't it? Okay, and then you just put your heart back, but you don't have any issues now because I just eliminated that little black dot that was hanging out in there. Again, group it. If you want to use it as a print and cut, you have to flatten, okay? If you want to use it with vinyl, where each layer is going to cut a different color as displayed here on the screen, then you're just ready to click on make it, and all is well in my world, and you are ready to go. Okay, there's another little dot that I could clean up, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to be using this project. I just wanted to show you how you can use Pixabay. And this is Pixabay, how you can use Pixabay. Again, anything that displays here at the bottom is free for personal use, not for commercial use, guys. Anything up above this area is going to be a cost associated with it. Like if I click on this image, there it is. It's going to have watermark logo on it, so you can't use it, but it tells you to continue with purchase, and it says it's $4 with a 1-month subscription. And so you would have to get a subscription in order to use this image. But again, you do have a lot of variety out here, guys, without having to select any of these pay images by just using the ones that are down here, okay, and not these. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. As always, you guys know that I don't mind helping. If you have a question about something within Cricut Design Space or with your crafting that I can help you with, just feel free to reach out. My Facebook group is called Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters, and it's a tongue twister. So it is Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. So here we have it. Excuse me. Stop typing and didn't even realize it, y'all. There we have it. That's the name of my Facebook group, Candoris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. If you're not one of my group members, then feel free to send a request to join. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then you can search for me on YouTube by the name of Doris Edwards. That's one R. A lot of people are like, DORR? No, just one R. And if you are currently subscribed, make sure you hit the bell notification so that you will be made aware anytime I upload a video to YouTube, as I do upload videos often to show you how to use different things within Cricut Design Space or crafting in general. Lots of videos out there. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. As always, each one reach one so that each one can teach one. You guys have a great day. And again, let me know if you have questions. Bye.